probably wants privacy at one point, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I just want to come out and offer you guys the opportunity to help you get out and get home and resolve this thing peacefully. That's I'm willing to get you an escort all the way out of the state, and I think that there's been some positive stuff that's come out of this. I'll tell you, I've talked with congressmen, senators, governors, and the thing that I can say is right now that I think that there's some positives that can come out of this. And I think that the people of the county are excited about working out issues that come from government overreach and that. But before this thing turns into something negative, which would ruin all of that, I think we need to find a peaceful resolution and help you guys get out of here. I know that I got about 100 kids myself, so.
Yeah, we're here for the people of Harney County. We're here because the people were ignored, and we got how many hours and letters and redresses and so forth that were not even recognized at all. There was no response at all, and it's like, what do you expect the people to do if they're bringing up legitimate concerns? That, as you know, that people across the nation are bringing up those concerns now. That's the big topic. And yet, Sheriff, you would not address those concerns. You would not recognize that the people had those concerns, and then you just simply chose to ignore them.
I'm here because the citizens of Harney County have asked me to come out and ask you folks to peacefully leave. And I think that you respect their wishes. And I want to help you guys get out of here. I'll get you a safe escort out.
We're getting ignored again, Sheriff.
I didn't come to argue. I just came to offer you guys a peaceful resolution.
Okay.
So
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And,
Sheriff, have you ever felt like there was anything other than a peaceful resolution desired?
I worry about anything going south out here. I worry as much about you guys as anybody else. And so
we do not want anything. We're being peaceful.
Right now we're at a point where some buildings have been occupied. Nobody's been hurt.
Exactly.
There's, I feel comfortable talking to you guys. I've always felt comfortable sitting down with you. But, at some point, this is all going to have to be resolved. And I think right now, while it's on a positive note, let's work it out. Let's get our community back to normal. Let's work on the issues at hand. I've told congressmen and senators that the people want to be heard, and I'm certain they will be. But
So how about the redress agreement?
that's where we're at. If you guys are ready to go home,
Is going to be acknowledged.
I'm not here to talk about all that. I'm here to talk about offering you guys the opportunity to leave the county peacefully, get back to your families.
So,
and
the redress of grievances is a non-issue essentially.
I'm here to say
redress of grievances was issued, and a government, in order to be legitimate in these United States, must acknowledge a redress of grievances from the citizens, especially when they're from all 50 states and well over 100,000 signatures to that redress. Then you have an obligation as a public servant to address those issues. So that's kind of the point here, isn't it?
And that's what got us here. We tried the prudent methods. We petitioned our representatives, and we gave them notice, and they did not even respond.
Well, I'll tell you what, the representatives out here are listening, and I bet yours are too. So
And that has been
why
a
don't we
good
take
thing.
it through those channels and start getting some stuff resolved?
Well, I think that we are doing that, but that we also must continue to do that. And I think that we pose no threat to the community. In fact, there have been, I don't know, probably a couple hundred people at this point from the community, from Burns and from surrounding community, that have come down into the refuge that have spoken to us for many hours, most of them set for, and we've communicated. We pose no threat to the community whatsoever at all. It's time to get the schools open, let your community get back to living. We do not pose a threat.
And that's what I'm asking for.
But that can be done
asking-
without us leaving.
well,
We're not.
That can be done without us
the
leaving.
problem I see with that, and I'm not going to argue with you, is that you guys have both told me yourselves that you can't guarantee the things that other people that come here on behalf of these things might do. And so, on behalf of the citizens, I don't want it to come to any of that.
Not sure what you mean. We
I'm
mean
talking
no
about-
harm to anybody. Absolutely not. And the community
I don't
knows.
believe you do, but if it only takes one unstable person to show up, and we know that. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not calling you
Well, but
unstable. I
that
think
can
you're a
happen in
reasonable guy
any
to talk to.
community, in any area.
So,
That could happen even if we
but
left.
I'm here to offer safe escort out, whatever the feds determine to do with that refuge stuff down there. I think right now is a good positive breaking point. Go back, kick it around with your folks, and I'll give you a call tomorrow and ask you what you decided.
Okay, but you're
And so
so you're not
I appreciate
you're
the
not
time.
going to
I'm not gonna
address
talk
the
about
redress
the-
agreement.
I'm not going to
Redress of
discuss the
grievance,
redress
you're not gonna
agreements here
talk
right
about.
now today. No,
Okay,
not today.
excellent. Thank you.
But I
Check.
do
I do.
Thanks for
appreciate
coming
it.
out.
Accepting the offer, Ammon, are you declining it? Or are you thinking about it?
Thank you.
You guys need to